Hi, son.
Uh,
Happy Thursday?
no.
Oh, Thursday?
Yeah.
Okay. Melancholy Thursday?
Yeah. This is probably gonna go up on Sunday because I'm gonna be busy all day tomorrow. You know, prepping for her birthday picnic, and then the actual picnic on Saturday. So it probably won't go up till Sunday, or maybe I can find some time tomorrow to finish up. I don't know. But my last day at the bookstore. She understands.
I'm so sorry. I know how sad you are.
We just talked about it. But I thought, like, if COVID wasn't here, would I still have a job there?
Yeah.
If the coronavirus wasn't here, I really think I would still have a job there, and the bookstore would still be there.
Yeah.
But because we're getting outsourced, and it was the perfect time for the college to be like, hey, let's snatch up this bookstore.
Yeah. Right.
I wish Starbucks can add rum to their drinks.
Wow. Tell you need to open up your own barista shop.
Yesterday you said open up a bookstore.
You do both. One inside the other. One big building, they share space. They go together very well.
I'm not going to be Chip and Joanna Geek. See you guys in a minute. Say bye, Mom.
Bye.
So I'm on campus, obviously, and I showed you guys the campus in my previous video, which I'll link down below. It just feels really sad because I remember this campus being so popular and so lively, and now it's like a ghost town. Like when COVID first hit, I was in downtown Portland one day and it was just so quiet. And it's basically what it is right now. It's really depressing. It's almost really like I don't want to go to work because if I do go to work, that means it's my last day and I won't ever return. That's the downfall of this whole thing. But like I said in my previous video, I'm grateful for this job. I'm happy for this job. I'm happy that I had this job. But it's bittersweet because my favorite job, I've had 3 jobs and this one's my favorite out of the 3. So anyways, I hate everything. I literally had to restart my heart because I'm walking by, what is it? It's like the surgical technician dental clinic down there. And I look in the window and this is what I see. This skeleton right there. It scared the living shit out of me. And should have brought a pair of boxers. But I didn't. Okay. Let's have a little laugh about that today. going for my walk. I meant to do the walk yesterday, but I couldn't leave my post because my supervisors were in meetings, and I couldn't tell them that I was going for my walk, and plus I had a lot of other stuff to do in the bookstore. So now I'm going for a walk. Yeah, so basically, I'll give you guys more of a backstory. Back in 2019, when my interim manager came in, because my first manager had retired, my interim manager was speaking to full-time staff in their private little staff meeting, which, you know, is totally fine. Myself and another part-time employee overheard a conversation between the full-time staff about a possible outsourcing, and that Barnes & Noble College was going to take over. Well, Barnes & Noble College is for big universities. Like, I think PSU, Portland State University, I think they have Barnes & Noble College, but I can't remember. And I was gearing up, you know, this is back in 2019, so mind you, this was before, was it 2019? 2018, I'm sorry, 2018. And then my interim manager came in 2019 to try and get things flipped, try to prevent the outsourcing. So like, we did a lot of sales, we rearranged furniture so people could sit down and spend more cash on the coffee shop or on treats or whatever, because we used to sell candy and soda. And then in the later part of the bookstore's life, we started to sell nachos and soups, pretzels, so people could sit down and eat while do their homework. But we started to do really well. And then COVID happened. So COVID hit us in March, spring break of March. Well, spring break is in March, but spring break of 2020. I was laid off the week afterwards, so I was laid off on the 28th of March. And because of that, of COVID, we couldn't do sales. People weren't coming in to get drinks or candy or just whatever. So therefore, they couldn't prevent the outsourcing. What had happened was, this is a great opportunity for this company called Macadamus to come in and take over the bookstore, making a virtual bookstore. And I can say this, I got clearance. If a student buys the wrong textbook, they can't get a refund. They can't get a return. That book is theirs. So if they drop $300 on a textbook, that's theirs. They can't do much about it, which is not fair whatsoever, because at my bookstore right now, you have until the following Monday after the term starts to return the book if you decide to take the class, if you decide not to take the class. So mind you, students are very happy with that. When you tell students that they cannot return a $300 textbook that they don't need, I don't see this plan going well whatsoever. My manager, who just retired a couple of days ago, as I said in my last video, she has checked out weeks before her retirement, probably a year before her retirement. My textbook buyer, Michelle, she has been telling me all the facts, and honestly, it doesn't look like they have it all in order, because they're still having Zoom meetings and trying to get plans all nice and organized. They should have had this organized months ago. Today's the last day the bookstore website will be up, and it sucks. Now, in my opinion, trying to be really frank, I think this virtual bookstore, is a pile of shit. The thing about the bookstore is that it was convenient for students to get their supplies, their merchandise, their notebooks, their coffee, their soda, their snacks, their Scantrons, calculators. But no, they don't. I'm not upset about the transition. I made my peace with that a little bit. I'm more upset with the fact that they're not even taking into consideration the students' needs. Students' needs are the bookstore. They need supplies. They need Scantrons, but they don't care. That's what hurts me the most. So no, I don't think this is a good idea. I just realized I have my earphones plugged in completely wrong, so I'm gonna try and get my voice to come through clear when I put this together. So I apologize, but now you guys should hear me just fine. One thing I'm gonna miss most about this campus is I'm gonna miss the scenery of it all, because look, I'm walking by the visual arts studio. It's just amazing. There's a little statue in front of me, just awesome. And it just makes me sad. And I'm not seeing this campus being open for all that long, which is unfortunate because it's an amazing campus. I mean, there are some issues like all colleges have, but overall it's still a beautiful campus. This pathway that I'm walking on right now is extraordinary. You should see this in fall. It's awesome. Like I said, it's not the transition that's making me upset. It's just the fact that they're not organized with the transition. I've come to terms with it, with the transition. Like I said before, I just need to be more organized and have a better plan, you know? This is behind the campus. Isn't that amazing? It's absolutely beautiful. All right, so I'm on my second walk right now, and it's gotten muggy as hell, but still feels kind of nice, but the mugginess is ridiculous. I still have an hour left in work. I really don't want it to end because I love this job, and the fact that the bookstore is closing is just so depressing to me. And I know I'm repetitive, but I'm serious. This is one of my favorite jobs. This is my favorite job. The fact that it's closing is just so depressing. It really stings too, because I don't have a job to fall back on. I don't have a second part-time job. Nobody wants to hire me. Even though I'm qualified to be a cashier and to scan books at Barnes & Noble, it's just not right. So basically, I have to literally it's like I almost have to convince them and show them that I can scan a book and say that'll be $20. And I'm also qualified to make coffee drinks. Like I can make a latte, I can make a caramel macchiato, I can make a frappuccino. It's like you almost need like 25,000 years of coffee making experience. That's a 5-year college degree in history of coffee. I don't know. So it's ridiculous. What hurts me during this whole pandemic is that there are people who are fortunate enough they have a job to go back to when this pandemic is over. I'm not one of those people, unfortunately. My mom basically still working. She worked through the entire pandemic. Bless her heart. My brother did too. My younger brother did too. My sister-in-law did. I'm grateful that I'm collecting, unemployment where thousands of people still don't. Moms, dads, single moms and single dads. It's really a mixed bag of emotions right now. I was aware that I was coming back temporarily, and I knew that the bookstore was going to be outsourced. And I knew that I was coming back just to help close out. But it didn't really hit me until 2 nights ago that after today, I'm not a bookstore employee anymore. I'm not a Mount Hood Community College employee. Once my shift is over at 3, I'm done. 2 students came up to the front door today and they said, "Can we start a petition?" I said, "You could try, but it's already said and done. The contract's signed. The Nebraska Book Company's taking all the technology away, the softwares. The Texas book company has bought the books. Not much we can do. What's done is done. What's said is said. Not much we can do about it, unfortunately. Just let it ride out, and hopefully it'll bite them in the ass and say, maybe we do need a physical bookstore. I'm just very uncomfortable with this whole thing. But God works in mysterious ways, so I'm pretty sure he'll have a plan for me. Maybe a book published, maybe another job on campus, maybe full-time position. I don't know. Anyways, I'm going to continue my walk, and I'll see you guys in a minute.
He didn't even realize he was told to send all of our mail to the business office. So you should.
So it wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. I thought there was going to be more crying and tears, considering this is my last time at the bookstore. That was okay. I'll update you guys a little bit more when I get home. And I'm home. It actually wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. But it still sucks because it's still my favorite job, was my favorite job, and I will be eternally grateful for it. My coworkers, Bryce and Michelle, they gave me a card, and they gave me a king-size Kit Kat, which they know is my favorite chocolate bar. And so I wrote them a little note a little bit before that, and I gave it to them, and it was just saying thank you for being a great supervisor, a great worker. Yeah, so that's it. It sucks, but you know, it is what it is. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this vlog, and if you did, big thumbs up. And for more content, the subscribe button is right over there. Right next to it, the notification bell, click that. And I hope you guys have a great and safe day, and I'll see everyone soon in my next video. Deuces.